King Solomon's Ecclesiastes. Everything has its time and the God-given task. Let's go deep into this wisdom.
NKJV.
The book of the Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1. And to everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to gain and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, and a time of war and a time of peace. Listen, the God's given task. Where profit has a worker from that in which he labors. I have seen the God-given task with which the sons of men are to be occupied. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Also, he has put eternity in their hearts, except that no one can find out the works that God does from the beginning to end. I know that nothing is better for them than to rejoice and to do good in their lives, and also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of his labor. It is the gift of God. Listen, I know that whatever God does, it shall be forever. Nothing can be added to it and nothing taken from it. God does it, that man should fear before him. That which is has already been, and what is to be has already been, and God requires an account of what is past. Injustice seems to prevail. Moreover, I saw under the sun, in the place of judgment, wickedness was there. In the place of righteousness, iniquity was there. I said in my heart, and God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. I said in my heart, concerning the conditions of the sons of men, and God tests them, that they may see that they themselves are like animals. For what happens to the sons of men also happens to animals. One thing befalls them, as one dies and so dies the other. Surely they all have one breath. Man has no advantage over animals, for all is vanity. All go to one place, all are from the dust, and all return to dust. Who knows the spirit of the sons of men, which goes upwards, and the spirits of the animals, which goes down to the earth? So I perceive that nothing is better than that a man should rejoice in his own works, for that is his heritage. For who can bring him to see what will happen after him? And then I returned and considered all the oppression that is done under the sun. King Solomon.